Eric Watisombo, founder of Book World International, a local NGO that is promoting reading, and at the same time we are raising the authors. I am from Liberia, West Africa. Specifically, I am from, well, as a Liberian author, we are helping, my NGO that is helping to develop new authors. At the same time, we are helping our students to become academically strong by promoting reading and reading comprehension, and at the same time, we build up their vocabularies. Well, today I have a new topic. I will be speaking to you on the cultures of the world, and with specific reference on Sussex. So there are about two kind of people in the world that I want you to know about. But those two kinds of people, and I would say each of them has his or her own culture or way of life that you need to know about, and it is possible you could be caught up in one of those cultures of the world. And I'm bringing out this topic to you because I want you maybe see how best, maybe you are a struggling person, to see how best you can develop your word, so that together every one of us can make our word a better word today. Well, like the culture of the majority, we have in our culture of the majority, we have the poor people and we have the Irish people in our culture of the majority. And the culture of the few, we have the rich people. So in economics, there are about three kinds of economic blocks of the world: the developed world, the developing world, the poor or underdeveloped world. So if you look at the two cultures of the world, the culture of the majority, that's where you find the developing and underdeveloped world people, and the culture of the few, the dominant few, that's where you find the rich people today. Well, you need to understand something about the characteristics. What are the things about the culture of the majority before we go to the culture of the few, the dominant few, or the rich, whatever it is. And I want you make a difference in our society. I don't want you feel that because maybe today your background things are difficult and you feel that the world is maybe against you, or you are just living your life anyhow and without a concentration that you have to be, you have to meaningfully play a part in this world, so that others can feel their impact. Because life is about making a history. I want you to make a history by removing yourself from the majority block or the majority culture, by getting to the culture of the dominant few. That's what I want you to do. This world we see today, the culture of the majority are being controlled by the few who are dominating the world. The few are the rich people. And it baffles me to see such a thing continue to happen. I mean, where the majority is, I mean, the few people are controlling the majority. So let's look at the characteristics of the majority, the culture of the majority. For example, the culture of the majority. Maybe if you are found in a culture, or maybe you are gravitating from that culture to go to the culture of the few, I want you just get some synopsis on that particular culture of the majority and also the few, so that maybe it can help you to be able to double up, or it can help you so that you can start to rethink on what to do about your life, so that this world, we all can have an impact on this world. You want to leave a legacy in this world, and it takes people with dominant mind by dominating in everything positively through creating a good life for themselves, and by their development, they are able to add to the life of others by improving them, and by that means you will be remembered in the world. So let's look at the characteristic of the majority, or the culture of the majority. For example, the culture of the majority. Nobody dreams in our culture, and in our culture also people think anyhow and they think evil about others. And in our culture also, no one is willing to supporting another person within our culture. It's like a crab mentality, where when someone wants to go up because of the culture of the majority that person is in, is that we are putting each other down nobody is going out. And the culture of the majority also, nobody wants to improve by putting their mind to work. And by putting their mind to work, for what I know, the culture of majority, if people are able to think, they are able to change such a culture. So in the culture of the majority, nobody wants to think, nobody wants to learn. And the culture of the majority, again, people don't read, people sleep so much, they don't read. And in the culture of the majority also, people eat so much than learning to improving themselves or learning to be productive people. So it is a consuming world of a culture I'm talking about. It is a culture also that is so dependent on others, and without others helping such a culture of people, that culture becomes a dead culture. So today, if you look at our economic world, the underdeveloped and developing world, you notice that they are surviving mainly as a result of those who are from the dominant world. That means the few, the world of the few. They are the one helping more, the rich people. And somehow, though we are dependent upon each other, we need to help each other so that even the word of the rich man cannot survive without the word of the poor man, or the culture of the majority. They are dependent upon each other. I mean, the culture of the few and the culture of the majority, they depend on each other so that they can make their worlds better. So there are people who carry the mind, especially those from the dominant few culture, that they are better than those from the culture of the majority. I want you to erase that mind, because without the culture of the majority, there is no way the culture of the few can survive. So we are dependent upon each other. So what are the characteristics again of the culture of the majority? For example, in such a culture, the government is bad. In such a culture, people are so corrupt, leaders are corrupt, and they don't have a developmental mind. In such a culture, while people they dream, they sometimes some have dream, but they never work hard in making sure that dreams come to pass. That's the kind of culture I'm talking about. Are you in such a culture? You have to make a difference. You have to change. You need to help the world. The world needs your help. Without your help, there is no way this world will develop. The world needs you to be removed from the culture of the majority and get into the culture of the dominant few, who are changing at a speed level, at a more profound level, the world. You need to get to the culture of the few. That's what you need to do. You need to work hard, and now work skillfully and put your body to work as well. Not just your mind need to work. Remove yourself from the culture of the majority. The culture of the majority, people don't even read, people don't listen to good news. They depend on they say. When somebody say this or yes say that, what it depends on speculations is so much in the culture of the majority. People don't go for the facts. And in the culture of the majority also, you have so much criminality exist in the culture of the majority. But it does not really happen in the culture of the few. Because the few look for their own security, they have financial security and all that. So the culture of the majority, people are dependent, and there is a lacking of production in such a culture. You need to do something about your life. What are you doing? Remove yourself from the culture of the majority. You are living in a rich world, so you will have a great impact on the world. And until you put your life to work, your world will not change. And before your life can get to work, that means you have to put your mind to work. Remove yourself from the culture of the majority. Now, the next thing, we'll be discussing the culture of the few, or the dominant few in the world. Are you willing right now so that you can go to the culture of the dominant few? Look at the culture of the dominant few, or the rich people. What they do. Let's look at their culture. Let's look at the characteristics. How do they live? In their places, they live a most profound life, happy life. In the culture of the dominant few, people live healthy, they eat healthy food, and they have financial power. They are able to spend. But look at you. Maybe you are from the culture of the majority, and you don't have the mind to see how bad you can change such a culture. From the day you were born, you are born in such a culture of the majority. What are you doing? Remove yourself from the culture of the majority. Get to the culture of the few. When you are in a culture of the majority, sometimes, even to survive, it becomes very difficult. The food to eat in a day, it becomes difficult to even obtain such food. So remove yourself from the culture of the majority. I want you to get to the culture of the dominant few. That is why God made you and placed you in a rich world. That should give you a clear idea that you were born as a rich person, though you didn't come with anything in your hand like riches, like diamond. But the fact is, you were born in a rich world. And the riches you have, if you can get the riches of this eye or inner eye, the diamond and gold, but your mind must develop. If you put your mind to work, that means your potential will develop. So, but that means your mind can help you to be removed from the culture of the majority. You were born to be successful. Until you learn to put your life to work. Your life is like an engine, and it's like a generator, let's say. If you don't turn your life on, there is no way you can produce. That's how a generator looks like. It has all the value to be able to produce electricity. But if you don't switch it on for that generator to come on, there is no way it can produce electricity. You are born with electricity until you turn yourself on. And you can be turned on only if you put your mind to work. Remove yourself from the culture of the majority. Now, are you willing to do that? I see so much that the culture of the majority, they enjoy their life, they live happily, they have the financial power to travel around the world. I mean, to do anything they want to do. And money is not their problem because they are able to create money by way of doing business. If you find yourself in the culture of the majority, you will be working for people. You will be working throughout your life, and one day you could be retired. But if you are found in the culture of the dominant few, you become your own creator of your pension scheme. That means nobody can retire you because you will be able to multiply money. You will be able to what I call the multiplication of money. I call it creating money, making money. Media are those who are the majority level culture. They make money, but for you, if you are found in the dominant culture, the few, you are able to create money, and by that means you can make a difference in the world. So I want you to get in the culture of the few. There where you belong. There where you belong. Financial limitation should be removed from your life. Do that. You are empowered of the world. Empower yourself now. Stop sleeping. You were made for the purpose, and that purpose, you have to bring it out. You have to show that to the world. Why are you sleeping? Why are you sitting in your community doing nothing? Stop yourself from being in the culture of the majority. The majority culture can help people. So do something now. Change your world. Wake up. You were made to succeed. What are you thinking about? There are things you need to do in order to remove yourself from the culture of the majority. You can learn something skillfully, or you can go in a class. When you learn, you become a book person, and your service will be paid for. The culture of the few need those that are in the culture of the majority to give them work. Those that are in the culture of the few, they are the ones who turn in the world. And they are the ones who are able to pay taxes. If you find yourself in the culture of the majority, it becomes hard for you to even pay taxes. Though maybe you could be an average person also in that culture. You could be a working person. But one day, the determination of your economy is dependent upon the culture of the few, the dominant few. They are the ones creating jobs. They are the ones who have businesses running today. And they are the ones who are able to pay real taxes to government. So what are you doing? I want you to do something about your life now. Remove yourself from the culture of the majority and place yourself to the culture of the dominant few. It is the dominant few, the rich world today. If you look at this economic setting of the world, you notice that the rich world or the developed world, they are the one controlling the entire world, military-wise, economic-wise, everything you think of. Because why? They are found in the culture of the few, the dominant few. Your personal life could be removed from the what? The culture of the majority, and you become a force in the world. You could become a power in the world. Your limitation will no longer speak about you. So do something about that. So there are things you need to know. First of all, if you want to be removed from the culture of the majority, you should be a person who depends on God. You are able to pray your way out. Keep faith upon you. Make a dream and go after your dream. And be able to budget your life and budget your time as well. When you learn to do that, you will become productive in a day. There are many persons who don't manage their life. They just allow the day to come by and just go away the same way without planning. Nothing they can achieve. Be able to plan your day and check what you have achieved. Maybe as the day goes by, what you have achieved. Document everything you intend to do in a day. If you do that in a daytime, you do that also continuously for a week time, and you do that continuously for a month time, or several months to come, or a year time. By that you will know how to check your progress as a person that is moving forward, but not static or moving backward. The time is coming. There is an element of depreciation that is confronting life. That is age. It is depreciating people. Until you make your life to appreciate, you will always be found in the culture of the majority. Remove yourself from that culture. Do something right now. Do something. You have to set a standard of your life. A person of the culture of the dominant view is a person of principle. It's a person who is able to think. You have your thinking time. You have your thinking room. You don't just do things like the majority who just walk about or just do things the way they want to do it, or who just behave the way they want to behave without any good thinking faculty. They think negative about their life, but you remove yourself from the culture of the majority and place yourself in the culture of the few. And by doing so, you are able to think. You are able to put your mind to work. And when your mind is put to work, you can make the difference. You are made to be who you are, but you are not made to be at where you are. You have to make the difference. This world depends on you and me and others to make it better. If you just sit in your little community or in your home doing nothing, definitely your life will remain as the way it is. And I will tell you, like I said, a depreciating element of life is age. Age will catch up with you without you yielding any value of your life. When age catches up with you, your life, it will become more harder and harder. And when things are so difficult with you, you start to think about life, about your economy. It brings about stress, and stress sometimes will make your life to end very soon. And when you are found in the culture of the majority also, it makes you also to consume anything. Maybe you just eat anything because you don't have the finances. You are always lacking. You find yourself in the life of limitation. You have to do it with this life of limitation. You were made as a light of the world. You were made with power. You are like an eagle on wing. Open your eyes to see the world and change your world. Don't let your life be caught up in mess. The economic situation is making you to become nobody. Change the life now. Make the difference. Like I said, I'm from the Bookworth International. We write books and changing our world. This book is published. It's on Amazon. You can buy it right now. Or as a philanthropist, you can obtain copies of our books and share with somebody, or you can share our pages. That's what we do. We want to be in the productive arena. So I found myself in the productive arena because I started to put my mind to work. I came from a very bad family background with nothing working. Through the grace of God, I put my mind to work. I went to school to learn something, and through that, as an accountant, imagine, I said I want to be a real productive person. So I started thinking, I am a self-made author. You can become an author as well. I was self-made as an author. So I sat down from my dream in 2010. I put my dream to work to becoming an author. So today, I published this book. You can become a most productive person by learning to produce ideas. And my ideas are producing, like this book. You can find it. It can be found, on Amazon. Be a philanthropist to promoting Bookworth International. Because Bookworth International, what we do, we create scholarship by selling books. We sell books, and a little proceeds we use that to develop scholarship for our students in various schools, the smart ones, and also our students in the rural community. What we do is that the underprivileged ones, we create some financial support for them, and at the same time, what we do is that we either obtain some school materials or books. We buy books for them so that they can keep in school. This is all about promoting our society, and this is a revolution in Liberia. I want you to be a supporter of this revolution by developing humans. Let's develop humanity. Let's make our world a better place. Help us in Africa, especially in Liberia. And one of the things I know that is making my country not really succeeding is because people don't read. And because people don't read, they don't really think the way they ought to think. Because for what I know, book can make you discover new things. Book can make you discover new friends. Book can make you discover new places. Book can make you learn about the culture of others. Books can make you to learn about the autobiography or the biography of others. And sometimes you learn from their lessons of life that make them successful. And by that means, you can make some improvement. So if you have found yourself in an arena where stress is killing you, sometimes when you read books, books can help you to remove stress from you because you can learn from the autobiography or biography of others, and then you can make the difference in the world. So join us. Let's promote humanity. I want to say thank you ever so much. This book also it is published, but this is not on Amazon. It is published by Mindex in Nigeria. You can be look at the address. Also, you can help us to obtain copies of this book so that maybe you can share with bookstore, or you can let your bookstore buy. That is all about promoting humanity. We use a little proceeds so that we can help our smart students. This is a revolution. Join my revolution in making my country and Africa and the world to become one of the best in the world. So we are using books by improving the minds of our people. I want to say thank you so much for being a philanthropist, for sharing our various pages, and I want to say thank you. May God bless you ever so much for being so good to Book World International. Thank you ever so much. Thank you.